extra leap. So going beyond the bare minimum, if you're still at one and you're still doing what is required, we are never going to get that critical mass. So if you go beyond that, a delta change can make so much of a difference and lead us to, infinity as opposed to staying in the same place. So, Pooja, can we hear from you on this? All of the panelists have been expressing very, very interesting points, and I'm losing track of time because I'm getting caught up in your mesmerizing descriptions. So let's get on with you, Pooja.
Yes. I think that power of compounding that you talked about absolutely makes sense. I have 3 or 4 small things to add to this bucket of solutions. First is vocabulary. Just having the vocabulary to talk about it, right? And I again say from my personal experience, the first 10, 15 years of my career, it was like putting blinders on and believing that everything is meritocratic and you work hard, and so there are no biases, just like the image you showed, and that I can manage it all, and it's like nobody is trying to. So it took me some time, and it was conversations with friends, reflection, reading to build the vocabulary to address it. Before that, it was like, okay, I'm as good as another person in the room, and I'm not facing any kind of discrimination. The second thing is speaking up. I thought a lot about, I won't speak too much about it. You see some of these small things and you just say, okay, this is how it works. You just have to keep doing your work. But I think in the last decade, especially as my 2 girls are growing up, I've made it a point to speak up whenever I want to, and whenever I see an issue, because I feel like Damini said, we owe it to the next generation that, some of the battles, we fought, we are standing on the shoulders of women who came before us, and we have to do the same for the next generation. And I'll give you an example. I'm an angel investor, and I invest in largely women-led. I'm actually not an angel investor. I only invest in women-led companies. So there was this, they had sent me the term sheet and the document to sign and asked for my name, PAN card, address, and I sent it to them. And just day before yesterday, they sent back an email saying, Pooja, we will need to know your father's name as well. And I was like, why would you need to know my father's or my husband's name for me to be able to invest in this? And this other friend who's a co-investor in this, she said, I've been the primary earner, but I can't get a loan on my name alone. And these are systemic issues. And I'm today wondering whether I make an issue of it or not. I don't know. These entrepreneurs can't do anything about it. This is what is a systemic challenge. But I think one of us, we have to at least be aware of it and raise it and see where we can bring about these changes, right? The third thing I'd say is amplify the voices of other women leaders, trailblazers, builders, entrepreneurs, because as Sairi said, there are few of us, and we are the ones who should be amplifying these voices, and that's important because again, like you brought up, Anu, if you were to even ask me for names of 5 women scientists, and I read a lot and I think about it, it's hard for me to come up with that, because in our textbooks we didn't have that, in media we don't have that, women are not showcased as much as experts as men. So it is important that we amplify each other's voices, bring up these names actively. And the last thing I'd say, which I've been thinking a lot about, especially with young children as they are, building stuff, is helping them make their own decisions. I see even from very early age, we did a STEM study where we were asking parents and children, how do they think about their careers and what role does STEM play in their decision? And we saw a very clear differentiation between how women were deciding or girls were deciding versus boys. Girls were depending a lot more on their parents' approval and decisions. And again, maybe it goes back to conditioning, but it is important that children learn that the process of decision making and decide for themselves whether they fail or succeed, or it's a good decision by its very nature is risky, right? That's why it is, you could fail, you could make a wrong decision, and therefore you wanted to make it for yourself. So for this generation of kids, and especially girls, it's important that we explain the power of decision making, whether it is financial decision, whether it is career decision, whether it is, the decision to speak up. Many a times it's not as if they're being forced